certainly keys in this league if you're going to win. Here's Al Harrington. Buckets. The up and under. Knocks it down.
And that's, let's go back to last year. What they did with Rashawn McCants and Al Harrington is put them in the middle of the court and cleared it out. Because you had shooters on the wing, so now you can't help it. That example of the first play was going back to what made them so successful last year was that clear out.
Switch back.
They put James White on Baron Davis. More length. Disrupts that shot.
Right there, right there. Hey, give it to him.
And they go right to Harrington, to Dante Jones, and he knocks down the jumper.
But a quick hit and play, though. It's because you get the ball inside to Al Harrington, you can play close attention, but Dante Jones did a great job of not staying stagnant. Cut to the baseline to him.
Here's Baron Davis. He is a wizard with that basketball.
Tricky.
Buckets from 4.
Don't bail him out, though. I'd rather do that for him.
Drew Gooden. Strong. James White misses that 3.
Oh, you got his ass.
Inside, Al Harrington.
214.
He had Dante Jones on the open on the baseline and missed him.
Didn't come easy, but they got the 2.
No, but it's always good to have a player that at the end of the shot clock can bail you out.
By yourself.
10-2 run here for Trilogy.
Let it go.
Lee Diddy on the spin reverse and then put a little right shoulder to the chest of White, able to get it up. Now Harrington going back to what he did last year to just kind of annihilate his opponents in the middle of the court one-on-one. Hard to stop.
By yourself. Don't pull the chair on him.
Andre Emmett. Al Harrington now 19 points. He's the game-high scorer, 9 of 12 from the field.
Run.
He spent some time here in the Bay Area playing for Golden State with Baron Davis. Nearly comes up with the steal and does. Rat, I understand you got more questions.
Oh, yeah. Baron Davis. The question is from Justin Crowder. He said, is Baron Davis the early season favorite for MVP? And he's definitely one of the contenders. He's been one of the most productive players of the season. He's banging down 3s. He's banging down 4s. And at the end of the day, his team's winning. So I think he's definitely one of the front runners. What do you think, fellas?
How about a guy, David Hawkins, out of Tri-State?
Yeah,
he's putting up 20 and 10 every game.
And they're winning.
Yes.
He's always going to fake. Get him now. Get him.
Here's Drew Gooden. Gooden from Oakland.
Okay. Fight. It's all right. Hey, it's okay. Let it go, please. Do your thing, boy. Box up. I'm sorry.
Got to make those free throws. Andre Emmett.
That's another hustle point.
And another opportunity. And a wide open 3 from Baron Davis, and you can't give him that.
Well, how many times have we seen it, not only in 3-on-3, but in NBA, college? You give up an offensive rebound, you're scrambling to get back on defense, you don't locate any opponents, and now next thing you know, you get banged in the head for 3.
Dante Jones drives.
We talked about Al Harrington. What made him special last year was the isolation in the middle of the floor, using that big body to create space, but also, even with that strength and that power, showing a soft touch from outside.
Rap,
what do you got?
All right, I got a question from James, a Facebook question. I'm taking all in any questions. James asks, Rappaport, which coach would you like to play for? Now, this isn't a personality contest, okay? I have to say I have to go with a champion who's won at all levels. The coach of 3's company, Michael Cooper, in my opinion, has the most coaching experience. And he's the coach I think that would be most productive for my skill set. Also, it's my skill set. You know, it's like 3-on-3 is definitely what I do best. I was definitely a better 3-on-3 player than I was in full court, and I think Coop would really take advantage of my skill set. Jack, come on. What coach would you like to play for when you still had a little spring in your jump?
Hold up, but your skill set, you'd have been sitting next to him. Charting out the shot. That would have been your skill set.
You saw me out there before the game working on the triple jab step. First jab step, you know, it's like, okay, nothing's happening. Your second jab step, that's when concern and fear kicks in. The third jab step, I own your whole soul, your whole livelihood. You experienced it, Jackson.
I experienced how?
You experienced it. You don't even want to come out there and warm up with me. It's like jab step, I own you. Third jab step, you don't know what's happening.
That's how Harrington.
See that? Me going out there is a prime definition of wasting your time. Right. You know what I mean?
Andre Emmett not wasting time. Knocks down the 3. All of a sudden, it's a 1-point game. Emmett's got 15.
Yeah, quietly. Andre Emmett.
Watch him hold it, ref. Look at him hold it.
Keeping 3's company close.
Stay down, Max.
Here's Jason Maxiell. Al Harrington. Match up. And look at buckets. Puts him in the spin cycle and gets it and one.
Well, see, last week he wouldn't have been able to make that move, and you see the 07-08 season. Al Harrington and Baron Davis were teammates. He had a nice beard back then, too, you know. But that move he just made, last week he couldn't do it. I don't think he felt confident. He didn't feel the spring. But the body tends to heal itself and get back to doing what you're doing. Beautiful move that time by Al.
Emmett knocked out of his hand. 3-point lead for Trilogy.
Little chest action here. You know, the thing that made Trilogy tough, too, is when they kind of got in these late game situations up 2-3, closing in on 50 points, they were able to stretch the lead out a lot more. They're going that 6-0, 8-0 run.
Emmett over the shoulder, lays it up and in. 1-point lead for Trilogy.
Let's go, DJ. You can bring it in.
Trilogy 0-2 on the season, looking for win number 1. Dante Jones trying to lead him there.
I like it. He recognized that he had a mismatch right there of Jason Maxiell, and he wasn't going to come out and play him, so why force it? He's pulled up for a nice little 15-foot jump shot.
Here's Emmett, the kick out. DeMar Johnson wide open for 3.
You got to make that when you're open, DJ.
Here's James White.
Oh, you got it.
Pull up. Strong.
Get him.
You got DJ.
Emmett. Maxiell
Time out.
snags that rebound. Draws the foul.
Yeah, Dante right here recognizing he got the quickness. Jason Maxiell's not going to come out and able to spring up and knock in that 15-foot jump shot.
Max, good work. There you go.
From the Duke star.
Rick Mahorn's going to call a timeout. Keep in mind he's down 2 players, Kenyon Martin and Rashad McCants.
Sit back.
Let's go to Rap.
Good work. Good shot, boy.
All right, I'm answering any and all questions on Facebook. Most recent question I got that I want to answer is, should Stephon Marbury come to the Big 3? I think Stephon Marbury should absolutely come to the Big 3. I felt like he never really got his finish in the NBA. He went over to China, did his thing, made money, got statues, and all that. I think people will be really excited to see him do his thing. I ran into him this summer. He's in shape, and I think he would be a Big 3 problem. What do you think, Jack?
I love it. And I thought that earlier, did you see this when he talked about maybe coming back and finishing his career in the NBA? But if he doesn't, plays another year, I would love to see Steph play in this.
Hey, Jack, let me ask you guys a question. Brian, both of you guys. Out of all the players that have played so far 2 weeks, some of these guys still have desire to play in the NBA. Is there anybody that you see that you think, based on your professional experience and knowledge, that could play in the NBA now?
Wow. I think Stoudemire looks good. Now, a role, I could see him being a role player coming off the bench for somebody. Give him good 10, 15 minutes.
I know he wants to do it.
It'll be tougher, though, because his lateral movement is not there. And you got to guard and switch, pick and roll. That's the only issue. But I see, you know, Rashard Lewis still looks like he could
yes, he
give
can.
you 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah, Max.
I would say Al, but again, Al's playing a lot more on the post, so the game is faster right now.
Yeah.
And I would just look at the defense side, but I would say, yes, Amari a little bit, but more so I still like Rashard from that perspective.
Here's Andre Emmett. 3's company down 1. Pulls up, draws a foul on James White.
That was smart. James White put his hand out there, so as an offensive player, that's just a bullseye. I'm going right into it. You're going to put it out there. And once that hand is out there right there, I'm going right up through it.
So here's Andre Emmett out of Dallas, played at Texas Tech. Bobby Knight knocks down that free throw. 3's company takes the lead again. Here's Emmett. First lead of the second half for 3's company.
No! Red foul. Red 0.
First team to 50 wins this game. You got to win by 2. Trilogy looking for their first win of the season.
And sometimes that first win is so hard to get. Like right now, trying to squeeze out the defensive plays, but also the points to kind of close the game. These last minutes here are going to be interesting.
Dante Jones. 1 point lead now for Trilogy. And look at him and Andre Emmett. Drew Gooden rejected by Jones and rejected by Drew Gooden. White lost it.
No! You can't call that! What are you calling? You can't call that.
One shot block. All right, Dante, let me get back at you. Take that away.
Over the top. Shot clock changing there. No, you can't foul. It's set.
Al Harrington spins.
What? How many is that?
You mentioned it, Andre Emmett, Dallas, Texas. Won the 2004 NCAA Slam Dunk Contest, second all-time leading scorer in Texas history. So he can put points in. 17 points thus far, but he's shown the combination of one, getting to the basket, but also a nice little jump shot. He got a big body on him. And it's a good matchup right now between he and Dante Jones.
Here's Harrington. And Drew Gooden. Step back by Harrington. Buckets.
But you know, if you Drew Gooden, that's the shot you want Al to take. Even though he can knock it in, you gave him a little room, you contested the shot. He made it good, but what you don't want is Al to start beating you up and picking up fouls and getting in the paint.
And Drew Gooden tried to kick it back to Baron Davis, threw it away.
I mean, this is good defense. You there, hands are up, but as an offensive player, you just pat him on the butt and say, good shot.
Al, go sit on that box right now. You in flight, cross screen. Right there.
There, Rick Mahorn calling out the cross screen. And they go to Harrington.
Go to it.
Steps back again. Al Harrington gets buckets. Trilogy 2 points away from their first victory. 9-0 run for Trilogy.
And Trilogy can't get this defensive stop in these 2 points quick enough.
Barron, the step back. Yes, sir. I'll see you a 3 and top you with a 3.
Go ahead, bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in.
You know where the ball is going. I mean,
here's Dante Jones. They go to Al Harrington, the man who gets buckets for point game. The step back.
Come on.
Emmett snags it.
To the basket.
The kick out to Drew Gooden for 3.
now it's important. What worked last year, again, Allen's a little winded, but they gave him the ball in the middle of the court. It's hard to help. On one side right now, looks like
Dante Jones loses it. Baron Davis
Tried the and one, but he'll go to the line. Now, Dante Jones probably trying to do a little too much. You want to get the ball back into Al Harrington's hand. Now, let's see right here what happened to Barron on the backside of this. Great D by Emmett. Andre Emmett there. Poke it away.
You can see Baron Davis said he came down on his right elbow. So they'll have a look at that as they get the timeout. 1 point lead for Trilogy. Baron Davis will be going to the line, shooting 1 for 2.
And guess what? In the penalty, you retain possession. So that's a big play because you turn the basketball over, you don't get a shot at the rim. Baron Davis gets it, gets fouled, he makes the free throw. Now they can have point game. Now you got to win by 2. So this gives them an opportunity right here to go up 49-48, get the ball back. That's why that penalty at the end of the game is so crucial when it's close, when you can get it back. Now, under 2 minutes in the game, if it's a non-shooting foul, that first call goes back and it's just a possession. After that, no matter if it's a shooting foul or not, then you can go to the free throw line again.
Baron Davis has got 19. Had 27 last week.
That call, we don't, I don't know. No, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Good shot, boy.
Got it. 3's company. 1 point lead.
Hey.
Next bucket for them wins it. Here we go. Point game for 3's company. Andre Emmett, he's got a game winner. He did it in week 1. And he charged. Dante Jones coming up with the big defensive play.
And Dante had to make up for turning the ball over, so what do? Andre Emmett gets up in the air, uncomfortable. Now, Dante Jones able to slide up underneath, get established, and take the play. I guarantee you this, the ball going to Al Harrington right now, okay? Michael Cooper not happy with the call, but it was Andre Emmett kind of out of control on that possession. Coaches always tell you, don't leave your feet unless you know you're going to shoot it.
Oh, we got a challenge.
You gotta win by 2. So if you're Trilogy, you can knock down a 3 and win this thing.
Okay.
Ball on the side. Let's go.
Come on, defense.
Yo, time out. Time out. Let's get something in there.
Rick Mahorn's gonna call a timeout and discuss it. Draw something up. Let's take a listen to Rick Mahorn.
All right. I want you and Al to stay in this right here. Al, you and Flight together. Dante, you got the ball in. I want either one of y'all to just move around. First guy just pop the out. That'll, because they think we're going to be in the set. Then Al, just get to that box, throw that motherfucker in there and go to work. If he ain't, well, then you pop out. Whichever one, just make sure, okay? Yo, let's take this home. Let's go. Sorry, bro. Because they're so busy worried about the ball going in now. Right.
Man, I love the competitive juices of this league.
Coaches count as well. They want to win as much as anybody, you know?
Here's James White.
Go to work. Help me.
White. And the reach in by Baron Davis.
That was, he the worst.
The 2 penalty.
He the worst ever, dog.
Make the free throw and we out of here. I just want to win the game. We do whatever.
Motherfucking terrible. Hey, Crump, he's terrible.
Go get Crump.
No, he's not sub. He's
Ref.
Listen, I need you.
So here's James White.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that was ours? Okay.
James White shooting 1 for 2.
Hey, get some rebound.
You got to win by 2.
You gonna win by 2?
And he missed it. 3's company can win it. Here's Andre Emmett. for Trilogy. Keep in mind, you got to win by 2.
What a change of events right there. 3's Company had their shot. The Trilogy come up with the big defensive stop.
They're going to call the hold on James White.
Why was this foul?
You know, in that last possession by Trilogy, when James White went to the free throw line, what happened? The offensive foul that Dante got counted as a foul.
That's bonus.
So that's why James White was able to get to the free throw line on that next possession, but he didn't take advantage of it. But Drew Gooden.
Hey, wait, BD.
Hey, BD. What you want, boy?
Here's Baron Davis.
Let him go.
Shakes.
He's going to try to win it. 3 seconds.
Steps back. The 3 for the win. Baron Davis. B. Diddy says, let me eat. And wins it for 3's Company.
Well, the whole time, Baron wanted to create space to get that three-point shot, and the way he got it up, again, when you're a right-handed player, that left-hand rhythm dribble allows you now to get that bounce, create space. You give them too much, make it pay.
3's Company's reaction. They're 2-1. And it's a trilogy of losses for Rick Mahorn and his Trilogy squad. They're now 0-3. We're going to have more action like this on Fox. For Jim Jackson, I'm Brian Custer. Thanks for watching.